Okay, so today I'm going to be making a Dutch apple pie. I'm very excited about this. This is my first Dutch apple pie of the season. So, welcome. So, I'm going to start with the Dutch apple pie topping, which is really the only difference between a normal apple pie and a Dutch apple pie is this crumb topping that you make. And it's super easy and delicious. So, it's 1 cup of flour. And we do half a cup of brown sugar and half a cup of white sugar. And I am making a mess. Pack that in really good. Maybe just a little bit more. There we go. Half a cup of white sugar. The white sugar is what gives it the crunch, which we all love. And then we add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. 1 teaspoon. It's another hot one today, guys. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. You want to make sure that's all mixed together really good. I'm going to go like this. Mix it up. I do without looking. Just want to make sure there's no big lumps and everything's incorporated really good. It's when we add the butter that we want the lumps. Did everyone have a good weekend? I hope you all did. Can you guys believe it's August? Oh my goodness. Feels like the summer went by so fast and so slow at the same time. Okay. It's hot again. It's been like in 114, 116 here in Phoenix the last couple of days, so I've been staying inside. It makes me miss my pool though. Okay, so now, well, I'm gonna just kind of crunch those little pieces up, brown sugar pieces. Okay, then you're gonna get your half stick of softened butter and open it like it's a present. Like it's Christmas morning. What did you get? High cholesterol? All right, here we go. Butter. I love Paula Deen's recipes. She's like 2 sticks of butter in every recipe, at least. So you just want to do like chop them into thin bits because then we're going to crumble them up. And I'm doing the topping first because you have to refrigerate it so that the butter gets firm again before you put it in the oven so it bakes evenly. Did anyone do Christmas in July or Christmas in summer? I know sometimes they do it in August or whatever, but I've always wanted to do Christmas in July. I thought that would be a fun, a fun thing. Not like full blown Christmas, but like, something. Summerween. Any Gravity Falls fans out there? Absolutely love that show. Okay, then we take our fork. Can everyone see this okay? Awesome. And then we just incorporate. You could also use like a pastry thing, but those are so much harder to clean than a fork, so I just stick with my fork or my fingers. Welcome, welcome. I'm now just able to see my chats. So I know it's earlier than I normally stream today, but I'm on a schedule today. I got things to do, so I have to do this. I have that song stuck in my head. Okay, I think I'm going to start using my fingers now. Incorporate some of that really well. Because you don't want it to be like sandy, you want it to be crumbles. If it's too sandy, then it'll be sandy when you take a bite. No one likes a mouthful of flour. I don't know, maybe some people do. Not me, though. If you're a sensory person, you could put gloves on so it doesn't get all over your fingers like this, but sugar and fat taste good, so then you can lick your fingers afterwards if you were so inclined. I put the cinnamon here. Yeah, I did. Okay. I was like, did I forget something? Okay. So there we go. That's clumpable. And that is what we are after. You can make a sandcastle with that. All right. So into the fridge this will go. Yep. So that the butter, actually, I'm going to wash my hands before I open my fridge door. Okay. In the fridge it goes. Clean off our workspace. Okay. Now I need to wash my hands again. All right. So I made the apple pie filling yesterday. And it's really good. So I'm going to warm that up. And on the stove. Come on. Jumper. And I will come back and stir that every now and again. Next up is the pie crust. No, Alexa, stop. I already know how to make a pie crust. I don't need Alexa's help. Hey, from France, bonjour. How's your morning going? Or is it afternoon or evening there now? So 2.5 cups of flour, and then I just sprinkle a little bit of salt in there. And then I need, so you get an egg, stick that in there. And then you fill up that 1/2 cup with the egg in it with icy cold water. You could use apple juice too if you wanted. And some people add vinegar, but I'm not that fancy. You just kind of mix it all up. Okay. And then we're going to take 2 cups or 1 cup of butter, 2 sticks, and we're going to do the same thing we did with the crumb topping. So repeat. Hey, I am making a Dutch apple pie this morning. So I have the filling that I made yesterday on the stove warming up, and then and I'm just making the crust now. Where did I put my knife? There's my knife. Super, super simple recipe, which I like. Me too. It's one of my favorites. So every time I get Costco pie, I always save the pans because then I can make the huge, huge pies. So the apple pie filling I made, we used probably about a dozen apples. So it's going to be a mountainous apple pie. I'm very excited about that. Ooh. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing. So what acetation apple tart? I've never made one of those before. I don't even know how to pronounce that. But tarts are fun. I kept going back and forth trying to decide if I should make apple pie bars or like just a full on apple pie. And I decided, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to make a full on apple pie. We had so many apples, so I had to use them up before they went bad. And I was like, apple pie is the way to go, I think. So since they were Fuji and Gala apples, so they're sweet apples. I didn't have to add very much sugar. I only had to add 1/2 cup of sugar to the whole 12 apples recipe. And then of course my secret seasoning, spice blend. It's not really that secret. It's just the amounts. It's a secret. when I lived in Oregon, there was this amazing bakery called La Provence, and it was a French bakery. And the guy there, the owner and baker, was just so amazing. And my dad and I used to always go on Saturday mornings and get one of their tarts or pastries, and they were so good. That's one thing that I really miss about living in Oregon is La Provence. Okay, you don't want to overmix your butter and your dough, otherwise you're going to get like a tough crust, and nobody wants that. So now that the dough is looking like that, see, we're going to add the wet, and then it'll form into a ball. Egg. You want your dough to be kind of marbly when you're rolling it out. You can see like all the marble, buttery marble swirls in there. Using the hands. I've been told I have magic hands. Here we go. Okay. And that's going to stick together really good. All right, so you kind of want it to look like that. And then if I was going to do a two-top or a two-crust pie, I would split it in half and then roll each half out. But I'm only going to do, since I'm doing a Dutch apple, it's just the bottom crust that I need to roll out. So we will do that. But I made a mess. So let me wipe off the counter before I roll everything. It's going to be a good day, guys. I feel it. It's going to be a happy, good day. I feel it in my nuggets. I haven't watched Surfed Up in so long. It's a great one. I wash my hands a lot when I'm baking. Sorry if the noise is obnoxious. So I just use wax paper, and then I slightly, I'm doing good today. Thanks for asking. It's been a nice morning so far. I made a big Sunday dinner yesterday with the roast and homemade mashed potatoes, stuffing, stewed vegetables. It was so good. All right, so then like here. Love my singing. Oh, thank you so much. I am thinking about it. I want to get an internal bra, to help my back and help the girls fight gravity as long as possible. So it's not off the table. I wouldn't go like crazy bigger though, just to like have you guys not worry too much about that. I know a lot of people are like, yours are the perfect size the way they are right now. Like Thanos. Right? Okay, so here we go. So my grandma always told me the secret about rolling out pie crust is never roll the same way twice. Like in a row. So you're always I need sorry. I forgot about biggest guys on here. Okay. Those are going to be super nice and ready to go in the oven or in the pie pan when it's ready. So I'll just keep that on low now. I might add just the tiniest bit of water. In there. It smells so good. Okay, back to rolling. There's you can email me or there we go. I think that's let's see here. Maybe a little bit more. I'm gonna add just a little more onto this side here. Here we go. Waiting for my videos to upload. Well, thank you. Here we go. And I just like to use the parchment or the wax paper to do this because it makes it so much easier to flip around and do all this stuff when it works. There we go. Oh man. That's okay. I'm going to use a little bit outside and bring it over here. Joys of baking. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's homemade. Closing that crack. I love this crust recipe because it's so forgiving. Okay. See how marbly it is? All right. Easy peasy. When I was in high school, I used to make pies, and then with the leftover pie crust, if I only made a little, I would make little turnovers or little, what do you call those, tarts? And because I was bored, I would go drive. I dress up in like a little wenchy wench costume, and go to my friend's house and have like my little basket full of tarts, and like, would you like a tart? And it was fun. And that's why I'm weird. I was a geek and a dork, but I had fun. So I poke holes in the bottom so that it doesn't bubble up. Okay, now the fun part. I need a hot pad. I don't want to burn myself. Here we go. And then we just spoon all this yummy pie filling into the crust. Woo! And we are almost done, guys. Oh, it smells so good. There's just something so welcoming and cozy about the way like fresh apple pie smells. Oh, phenomenal. Someone's got to invent smell-o-vision so you guys can smell the smells. Wow, I was worried I would have too much pie filling left, but I think we got just the right amount. Ooh, there we go. Oh, I love it. Every little bite of that is going in the pan. Um, there we go. Blow that. Wash my hands again. Okay. Trying them up. Okay, I did turn that off. Oh, I need to preheat the oven. Preheat the oven 350. I'm kind of in my head today. Okay. Now let's get that crumble topping that we made in the beginning. Again, we want nice crumbles. So, and then when the butter melts, it's going to caramelize with those sugars, and it's going to make it nice and crunchy and crispy and delicious and delightful. My morning was right. Apple pie for breakfast, can't beat that. That'd be amazing. Here we go. It's gonna be so good. The screen went black. There we go. Thailand would be fun. I'm not gonna lie. At least in my head, I think it would be a lot of fun. It would be an adventure. Okay. I think we're gonna call that good, and now we get to do the edges, which is what makes it pretty. So you can do like the finger pinching method like this, but I think what I want to do is the fork. I like using the fork. It's fun. So you just take the fork and you press it into the side of the pie like that. Channeling Snow White right now. Oven is preheated. Perfect timing. And then we get a knife and we cut the edges. Okay. We smooth it all out. All right, I think we're good, guys. Look at that. Just like Grandma used to make. All right, now I'm going to stick it on a cookie sheet and stick it in the oven. Cookie sheet. That just makes it easier to take it out when it's hot. So on there it goes. It also, like, sometimes apple pie will like bubble and get some oozing. And so it also catches any of that so it doesn't get my oven dirty, so I don't have to clean it as often. Ready, set, and we go. Put it in for 35 minutes or so. And we'll check it. Since the apples are already cooked, we're pretty much just baking the pie crust and the toppings. So it shouldn't take not more than about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on your oven. Yeah, I'm so excited. It's going to be delicious. So I'll probably do a stream tonight, like even if it's just a quick one of the final results, taking it out of the oven, or and like taste testing it. So if you guys want to join me again this evening sometime, probably my normal time between 7 or 8. Morning, everyone. Right? The pie is so good. So good. It's tempting. It's an easy recipe. You can make it yourself. It only took me, what, 30 minutes, 40 minutes? Oh, thank you. More beautiful than snow, more beautiful than a princess. Wow. High praise. I'll take it. So I'm just going to clean up my kitchen really quick. But right now it's almost noon. It's 11:45. So not too bad. My least favorite part about baking and cooking is the cleanup. Thumbs down. Do not recommend. Okay. Putting the ingredients away. My country, I am in America. The good old US of A. I'm actually the firstborn American citizen in my family. On my mother's side. My dad's side of the family has been here for a while, but on my mom's side, firstborn, first generation. So that's kind of fun. Put that away and this away. Okay. Now I have to decide what to do with this. If I'm gonna, maybe I'll make a tart. Who knows? So anyways, well, thank you guys so much for joining me on my stream this morning. I appreciate it, and I hope that you guys had fun watching me bake, do something I love. And again, tonight I will do the final reveal and taste test. And so join me then, probably around 6, 7, or 8 tonight. And